Hi, my name is Jamie Perkunis. I'm a yoga therapist, physical therapist, and yoga teacher. I'm here to take 10 minutes of your time to show you how to do therapeutic yoga for yourself and for your patients. We're going to talk about opening up the neck and shoulders to help with neck pain. So a lot of times neck pain can be caused from the front of the shoulders being tight and pulling the body forward. These muscles in the front are called the pectoralis. There's a major one, which is a big one, and the minor one, which is a little bit smaller. When these muscles get tight from doing computer work, what will happen is the shoulders will be drawn forward and will pull on the neck. So we're going to work on first bringing attention to these pec muscles and then work on opening the shoulders up. And then we're going to work on releasing a muscle on the top of the shoulders called the upper trap. The trap muscle actually goes from the top of the head down to the middle of the back, but most of us feel most of the upper traps instead of the middle and lower traps. So in these next few sequences, we can do this with a belt and without a belt. So I'll first show you how you can do it on your own, and then we'll add a strap to the exercises. First, we're going to bring the attention to the pec muscles. So you're going to take your fingertips to the front of your rib cage near a strap line, whether it's a tank top or a sports bra. And you're going to take your fingers and press your fingers into the front of your rib cage to a point that you feel some tension or even a little discomfort. You're going to hold your fingers down and then move your other arm around. So what we're doing here is bringing attention to the pec muscle that is probably tight and a little tender to the touch, and we're massaging it. So you can move your arm around in different directions. You can even move your arm around in a circle if that feels okay to do. Make sure you're breathing and make sure you're not clenching your jaw. And then relax your hand and just notice the difference between one side and the other side. And now take your opposite hand and bring it to your opposite front of your rib cage and press your fingers down and move your arm around. And keep breathing. So your arm can move around in a circle. If you don't feel like you're on a tender spot, find another spot. There should be some tender spots in this area. And keep breathing. Keep pressing your fingers down into the front of your rib cage as you move your arm around. And then go ahead and release your arms, both of them, and just notice. You should feel a little bit more attention to the front of the shoulders. Next, we're going to release the top of the shoulder, so the upper trap. So you're going to take your fingertips to the top of your shoulder into the spot that tends to be tender to the touch, or maybe you feel like there's a rock in there. So press your fingers down and then same thing, move your arm around in a circle. Or you can keep it lower in your shoulder if that feels more comfortable. Keep breathing and keep your jaw relaxed. You can go forward or backwards with your arm. You'll feel this muscle trying to jump out from underneath your fingers. It's a normal sensation. And then go ahead and release both your arms and just notice. And try it on the other side. So take your opposite fingertips to the top of your shoulder, dig your fingers down, and then move your arm around. Keep your breath flowing through your nose. And keep your jaw relaxed. So again, arm can move in a circle, forward or back. You can even stay underneath your shoulders and move side to side. Release and just notice. So now we're going to stretch the muscles of the neck that we just brought attention to. So you're going to side bend your head to one side, letting the side of your head relax. Your whole side of your head that's bending to the side relaxes so much so that almost you could drool out the side of your mouth. And then reach your opposite hand to the side, and you're going to reach. So your head's dropping towards the right and your arm is reaching towards the left. Or maybe your head is dropping towards the left and your arm is reaching towards the right. Find the angle that your arm can help you get an even better stretch in your neck. So you might raise your arm up a little bit or even down a little bit, and then reach. We're going for a stretch along the side of the neck. Keep your jaw relaxed, keep your head heavy. And even the opposite shoulder that you're bending your ear towards, let that shoulder drop away from your ear. And breathe. And then when coming out of this pose, take your arm that's not stretching and bring it to the side of your head. And then use your arm to lift your head back up to center. And then release both your arms and notice your neck. And now we'll do it to the other side. So let your ear drop towards your shoulder, but keep your shoulder dropped away from your ear. And then reach your arm out to the side. So if your left ear is dropping towards your left shoulder, you're reaching your right arm out to the side. If your right ear is dropping towards your right shoulder, you're reaching your left arm out to the side. And then find the angle in your arm. You can get a nice stretch through the side of your neck. You might even feel it down into your arm. Keep breathing. Let your head be relaxed. Let your neck feel a nice stretch. Keep your jaw relaxed. You can even close your eyes here if that feels good for you to do. And then when coming out of this position, take your free hand to the side of your head. Keep the weight of your head in your hand as you bring your head back up to center. And then release your hands and notice your neck. You can also do some opening with using a yoga strap. The yoga strap size you would want is 8 foot or 10 foot. This is an 8-foot strap. We're going to work on opening the shoulders. So you're going to take the strap, and I like to grab onto the buckle so the buckle's not swinging around. You're going to take the strap in both your hands, elbows straight and strap taut. Keeping your rib cage over your hips, you're going to inhale, reach your arms up overhead, and then you're going to start to separate your hands so you can bring your arms all the way back behind you. So on the inhales, we're reaching our arms up, and on the exhales, we're letting the arms come down. So again, following the breath and the movement together. If you find bringing your arms all the way back behind you doesn't feel quite good for your body, you can always stop and then bring your arms back up, so you don't have to go all the way back. It's really important that you keep breathing, that your body stays relaxed and your jaw does not clench. Make sure your rib cage stays over your pelvis. As this gets easier, you can bring your hands closer together and maybe even go back even further. The tendency here is going to be for your head to come forward. So in addition to keeping your rib cage over your hips, also keep your ears over your hips. And keep breathing. And then go ahead and release your arms down and just notice how your shoulders feel. The next one with the strap is for your neck. So with the strap, you're going to bring the strap behind you. And I like to have the strap equal tails in the front of me. You're going to make an X out of the strap, and you're going to bring the X over your head. And then the X is going to come behind your neck, and you're going to let the strap drop down behind your shoulders. And then you're going to bring the straps nice and close to your neck and then pull the straps down. We're just going to press into the top of the shoulders where we were pressing our fingertips into. And you can bend your head side to side or turn your neck to the right, to the left. If you want a little bit more pressure, you can also twist the strap a little bit, which will bring a little bit more pressure when you pull down. If you want to add the stretch in, you can always hold the strap down with the opposite hand and reach your arm out to the side. Keep breathing. And then you can go ahead and come on out and just notice how your neck and shoulders feel.